And welcome back, everybody, to even more Hoard of the Dragon Queen. This is week number 3, part number 2. Our party is entering the raider camp. Let's copy over. Has entered the raider camp. Just copying your stuff over here. We're actually going to use only one of you, so that's going to be the lead, because the camp is way too big for all of you to use it. So okay. I say, because you're taking the lead, you are going to be moving your token. You just got past the. You just got back after the watchtower, and I'd like all of you to make me perception checks as you get inside of the camp. You hear a lot of sounds: people eating, people like feasting. They're very happy. The whole camp seems to be very happy of how things have gone. Let's put up a.
I just muttered to myself, bastards taking my shit.
We killed tons of people, and they're like, "Yay, we did it! We raided that town, right, fuckers?"
Yeah, but in their perspective,
that was the easy peas, they say. Easy peas, lemons.
Okay, so whoever rolled above a 16 is Bujus and Ostani. You notice that in the camps over on this side and on this side, there are slaves being tied to posts inside of the huts.
Hot slaves or like ugly slaves? This is really important.
Okay, good. Let's see.
Aren't you a
Okay,
girl?
these ones over here, I can agree. Oh,
Slaves
but
can be
these ones
guys.
over here are pretty handsome.
They got abs and everything. They look like Spartans tied up.
And Rustani, give a shit.
How many prisoners are there total, Chucky? Like how many slaves are actually?
About 8, if I'm correct. Let me just say. Yeah, there are about 8 prisoners. 4 in each, like 4 in this hut over
Wait,
here.
what time?
And
What time
4,
is it that we're entering this camp?
7 p.m.
Were we
Yes,
gonna
yeah.
wait till later on?
No,
I'm gonna wait till it was dark, and it's dark.
Yeah.
It is dark.
7 p.m. is dark. Sun's down.
So there are about 8 guards in total. You can see the aforementioned Dragon Claws, the second in rank above the Acolytes and this order, kind of turning the keys on their shackles and tying them to posts inside the huts, and then 2 by 2 just leaving for the camp. If you have any wish to pursue them home. Sorry, what?
Where did they leave the key?
Sorry, you need to repeat that, but I couldn't hear it.
Wo ist ein Key? Bitte.
Chucky?
There are 2 Dragon Claws who have keys. As I said, 2 and 2 leave. So
Where did they put the key?
Chucky?
oh, they still have
Chucky.
it. They still have it on
In
their
pocket.
person.
Yeah.
In pocket.
Can I please cast? Could I cast Mage Hand without being detected?
I mean, you're
Like,
dressed
just
in
under the
aqua.
cloak, just like.
Yeah, I
mean-
is it somatic?
You can
It's-
easily
it is
mutter
semantic.
under your breath and do something like that. It's not like people are very paying very much attention at this. But if you wish to be stealthy, with so many people around, I'd ask you to do me a stealth check.
How many people are there around?
Roll Justin's
There's
down.
none.
As I said, there are about, when you guys saw it, I mean, around you there are not so many people. There are a lot of people bustling near the huts. It seems like nighttime drives everybody to their fires, to their meals, and to their stories. There are still people kind of moving around the road. When you guys were up on the veil on the vantage point, you saw about the approximation that the Acolyte told you, like close to 200 people. That includes kobolds, humans, acolytes, mercenaries, dragon claws, and so on.
If there is a chance of failure, e.g., I have to roll.
Yes,
Over
I'd
now.
like you to do me a self check, but the DC is gonna be pretty low. That's all I can do.
We lost Justin for a
What,
second.
like a 10?
So you think in your head it's like this isn't gonna be easy, but there is a slight chance you might fuck up completely, and somebody might just walk up in front of you and see you casting a spell.
Roll to find out if you need to roll.
No,
I'll
just
do it later.
okay. You
Let
just
the
need
dice
to
decide.
to cast to roll a stealth check to see
I'll
how
do it
well we
later.
do this.
I won't do
Okay,
it right now.
good. So what's happening, guys? Are we exploring the camp? Where are we going?
I guess we
Still
kind of
moving
just slowly
information,
move
right?
towards We kind of moved, looking around the camp, trying to see if we could find the. I
If
guess I'd
there's-
put the monk somewhere around like here.
Again, 800 feet of a camp. It's pretty big of a camp. It's and you don't cover 800 feet by, just you're not running. I'm guessing you're just casually
No, we're
walking.
just strolling.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not like, look at us guys.
We're in the camp! Whee!
You see several.
We
So
start to. By the way, we
Go on.
start to put buckets on everyone and you sneak around.
I'd
So
like
put
you.
buckets
I'd
over
like
here.
you to do me. Just actually, we're gonna keep the same perception checks. Yostani and Brutus. Again, you guys see several people doing this sign and others doing this sign to greet others. Like only 3 fingers instead of
But
5.
if I throw rock,
Yeah,
I'll
or
probably-
dynamite, if we throw the dynamite in there, you know, all maggots. If there's
What do
any
they say?
open huts within about 30 feet of us when we're walking past, I want to poke a head in. Not that, not one that's got like
Yeah.
busted around
You
it or
poke your
anything
head
like
in. You poke your
If I
head in.
can just like,
you get
look in.
decapitated.
yeah.
You kind of like
Actually-
poke your head in and you kind of realize, Hinker, you realize that not everyone here is a full-fledged member, it seems. Many are new initiates, maybe working for acceptance, and many others are mercenaries. So there are very few who are actually high in the ranks, from what your acolyte prisoner told you previously.
Interesting.
What do I see when I poke my head in though?
That's about it. That's the idea of it. There are people kind of sitting on the fires, or eating something, or just talking.
So there's multiple people in each room.
Yes, there are not. It's not a single man hut. It's like a 10-man hut.
Yeah.
If you look, there's a little scale. There's a little scale down on the map that shows you how big the map kind of is. So you're gonna kind of make out that one of these tents is about 10 feet side to side.
So not everyone is wearing a purple robe, basically. Like
Very
we have-
few are. Very few
Grey
are.
road.
And the others are wearing grey robes and like
Yes.
and some mercenaries, you say, that probably wearing armor. I don't
Yes,
know.
the mercenaries
They're-
they're obviously mercenaries. You can see them with their armors, their dinted medallions and little memorabilia they kind of pick up from different raids and so on.
And are some poor people like not wearing any kind of cloaks at all, and those are the people who haven't made it yet?
No,
Definitely.
you don't see anybody
Like-
of that description. No.
They haven't earned their big boy pants just yet.
The sounds
Okay.
are not working.
No, it's working for us.
It's just stuck with the face.
Okay, do you guys attempt conversation with any of the acolytes, dragon claws, mercenaries, and so on?
I try and get a good look at a dragon claw, but I don't want to get too close to it.
I'm just
Again,
trying to
dragon
kind of-
claws are not dragonborn. They're just the second rank of human.
Tricky,
Acolytes.
I've got notes. I know what they were. But
Okay,
I still want to have a good look at them. I want to see if they're wearing any amulets, whether they keep anything, any books on them, or anything distinctive between each one. I mean, obviously, I've got a lot more time to stare at people than everybody else does because they can't see me.
Agreed.
just
You let's see.
We
Don?
don't know if he's I guess I'm just keep on going whatever he's doing because I don't know.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we can't make him out by now. If he's
I'm
going
assuming.
around,
I'm assuming.
I can move quicker than you all generally anyway.
So they have like scimitars on them. They all have like medallions of Tiamat that are made not from wood this time. They're made of iron. They're made of silver. Some that seem to be just a bit well off with more armor. Usually they are wearing leather armor, but there's some with chain armor. There are even some with scale armor and golden medallions.
Wow.
Yeah. So it seems like we've got the whole hierarchy here then.
Well, we're not going to be able to search the whole camp.
Yeah.
So
We're just walking through. I guess.
Again, do you
wouldn't
attempt any conversation or you just
Well,
ignore everybody and go?
I whispered to Artemis that he should ask
We're going to the back of the
someone
camp.
where we're going to go to the back, to like where the
Yeah.
cave is.
We'll just
Okay.
go over to here first, and we'll just see if there's anything else there.
Okay.
Okay, good. Let's see. So you kind of like start walking, and about over on this side, right here. So where I cross that white line, I'd like you guys to do me perception checks.
All of us.
Yes, all of you. I mean, if you're moving at the same. Okay, so Hinko, you actually no, none of you notice anything. Just dark shapes in the night because after this point here, it's complete darkness. There is no light to mark. The only thing that's kind of visible is the very big tent. But at this point right here, there are guards that do not allow you to pass.
What do they look like?
Some of them just look like very high-ranked dragon claws, but there are even mercenaries that are in scale mail, dressed and with heartbeats to the side. They don't really do anything to you. They just bar. Basically, you have like people with lances, and they do this.
You shall not pass.
They might assume we're just drunk. We just wandered or something. Who knows?
They do not talk to you. They don't say anything at all. They just bar your passage.
They're just basically unmoving statues, like esque kind of thing. Okay. They're doing they're doing like the British.
British guards, yeah.
impression.
They're kind of like that, yeah.
I guess I'll kind of move over to somewhere away from it all. So I'll move back to like right on this place on the map, and I'll kind of whisper to where like I'll try to kind of feel around and whisper to where I think Nico is.
I know I look like shit on my webcam at the moment, but I can't stop my eyes watering. My hay fever's been mad for like a week.
Can you go and check what's past the guards and report back to us?
Sorry, were you talking to me there?
Well,
Yeah.
I whispered to Artemis that he should ask if anyone knows where the monk is, because your friend of yours was in the group that captured him, and you want to pay him a visit.
Fair enough. I'll just wait for Henko to go check out what's past the guards.
Okay. So Henko, do you actually do that?
Can I just? You said they were blocking the way.
They were blocking the way
It's like
of your
It's
friend.
like a
Yes.
huge area, isn't it?
Yes. It's as I
If
said.
you're
The
invisible, you
camp.
just walk up.
The camp is like 600 side to side. They're not necessarily. They were just blocking the way on the broader side on that line.
Let's walk around them.
Yeah.
Like how much time has passed since
Just
we...
about 10 minutes. About as you guys were just been walking.
Wait, how many minutes?
About 10-15 minutes.
10 minutes to cover 3/4 of an 800-foot camp.
Again, 600 foot, and you're walking
Oh,
easily. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people moving around. So if you actually, it's about 10 minutes of you guys exploring around, looking around, trying to figure out where this monk is. Until this point.
Wow, we are slow. Okay. Yeah.
This is more like we're trying not to be inconspicuous as well. So like we're trying not to be like overly.
Well, we can just pretty much make a beeline, but we're just walking.
Okay, so as you guys gonna walk behind, you see a human dressed in complete purple robes, something that you have not seen yet. Everybody was wearing purple robes, kind of faded or slightly different color. This is pure and perfect purple. Walking up with Cyanowaf, the Dragonborn you guys fought back at the keep, and an additional Dragonborn to his side.
Half
What color?
1 second.
Blue.
I know.
I thought I was the only one who went past.
No. This is like as you kind of turn around and go back from the guards that just stopped you.
What if I wanted to walk around them?
Yeah.
I mean, no,
You just said
you can walk around them. I'm just telling
Yeah,
the party
that's
what
what
they
we're in
see.
the middle of doing.
No, I was like, what the party sees right now. Okay, just one
there's
thing.
nothing
Just kind of
else.
go off to our side and just mind our own business.
Oh, and you see an additional. Sorry, actually not the second Dragonborn. This guy, the other guy, is a guy wearing complete kind of like robes plated with copper. He has a big kind of like archbishop thingy in the back, coming from the back, and a sign of a 9 in the middle of his head. He's completely bald with a huge quarterstaff in his hand. People seem to be openly avoiding him or completely falling to their knees as he passes by.
Like, ha, he's bald.
I'm gonna try and avoid him too. Then I'm gonna like try and get to the side.
If they're showing him reverence, you probably should just.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
VIP.
Make sure the
coming
hood's
through.
like way over your face.
Yeah.
So you guys Henko, our Dragonborn, you start moving towards the back of the camp, and upon moving about like 150 feet, you can see a monk lashed to a post just outside the tent, kind of covered by the shadow of the tent from prying eyes.
So he's just in a tent.
No, he's not. He's lashed to a post right here. If you zoom in, you can actually see a man lashed to a post right there.
Alright. Can
He
I
looks
call-
beaten, malnourished, is not looking good at all.
Can I cautiously sneak up to him? You say there's no light around here?
There is no light around here, no.
Just, well, I'm guessing it's relatively dim. You know what I mean? Like just moonlight, etc. I can see
Yeah.
where I'm going.
Yes, you can see where I go.
Yeah. Is the tent open or?
The tent is not open. There are multiple guards standing in front of it as well. But the tent is not open, no.
So are the guards like inside of the person on the post, or are they like on the end? There's like the entrance on the other side of the post.
The entrance of the camp, so of the tent. So let me just draw them in.
Like, is it exactly as it is on the map?
Yeah, it's exactly as it is on the map.
Right. So if I was to look at them, it doesn't look like I could whisper to this person without being heard.
You could whisper. You could get close enough to whisper so that the guards won't hear you, but you do not know what his reaction might be.
Might not have heard.
Can I tell what type of monkey he is as well, just by looking at him?
No.
Apparently, one that is in trouble.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any distinctive features, especially that he's stripped to his loincloth and basically he's naked, strapped to this post. Ribs showing of malnourishment and several scars and fresh wounds of. Stop doing that. And fresh wounds of.
Wait, how long was it? How long was this since he was kidnapped?
Oh. No, could you easy?
Oh no, Chucky! Everywhere you've deleted the world.
I've deleted the world.
That's worse than destroying the internet.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, just stop it, man. It's annoying when you're even trying to look at the map. I'm gonna try and sneak up to them, and I'm gonna try and whisper to him, as long as I'm confident that I would be able to whisper.
Okay,
without being
good.
heard.
What do you whisper to him?
Boo.
I'm going to eat you. Or I see you. And he looks well and truly battered. He looks really weak.
Yes.
I'm just going to whisper to him quietly that I'm going to say, save your strength, brother, for help is coming soon.
His face is kind of is very placid. He just like looks up in the distance, and he says, just like randomly, as if he was talking to the stars themselves. He says, "They can't keep me here much longer, can they?"
Can you describe how he says that? Does he say that as like a given up, like, oh, they can't keep me here any longer,
No, the
and
other
they're
way
gonna
around.
kill me? Or
Kind of
confident?
confident, ironically.
Ironically?
Yes.
Like, we know he's not getting out, but he's like, I'm getting out of here.
And
No,
after-
like it sounds like he has a plan of his own, sort of way. I think.
exactly. That's kind of like the feel you're getting.
Then I'll just whisper and reply. Then
What is your plan?
make your move, and you have help, but not much.
No, like
Only little.
It's not like we have a fucking army or anything like that. It's like it's not gonna. I'm still gonna be like, look to the dawn, and then Gandalf's gonna come over on one of the fucking hills with an army behind him in the sunlight. It's not like that. It's only a couple of us.
he's
You know-
suddenly
Gary,
suddenly.
you should know. You should know if you read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Nothing is impossible. Just very improbable.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
he
it's
suddenly fakes sweeping, and you hear footsteps behind you, and you
Behind
see,
me.
yes, you, and you see the same exact procession that you saw before, that your party saw before.
See what? Once
The
again?
procession, the same procession.
Procession.
The Dragonborn and the two humans. They just moved up and went inside of the tent. One of the guards goes inside, closes the tent's flaps, and the other one kind of takes a position with his back towards you guys.
Does this
Sure.
tent look flammable?
He is like this. He's like this. He's looking down towards the way coming up. The tent looks flammable. It could go up in flames easily if you casted your breath weapon or anything of the sort.
Tempting, but I think you
Made out of rice.
die.
It does look like the tent might have resistance to plot throws, so it doesn't look like a good idea.
The tent has cloth armor.
Just kill the monk. You get a hell of a ton of XP.
Okay.
Magical
You
tent.
can have as much fucking HP if you want. If you're rolling around on the floor inside of a tent that's fucking on fire, you are going to take a lot of damage.
Okay. So, you see this happening. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna try and listen to see if I can hear what's going on through the tent.
Okay. Do me a perception check just as you kind of go towards the tent and try and listen.
I'm fucking right next to the tent.
Yeah. Good. You can hear.
I hear everything. I hear the whole story. I know everything, Chucky.
You can hear like you can't really hear much. It seems like the tent is pretty big and sounds are muffled, but you can hear a couple like some information coming out that it's clear to you. You hear something about the monk knows something. I'm going to make sure that he hasn't shared it with anybody, but he won't talk, master. His will is strong. We'll try to break it, but we couldn't. Every man has a limit, and we shall find his. An additional, very calm voice says that is chills you to your bone, Henko. Now, let us see of our next action.
You're frozen.
And you hear an unfurling of a big canvas like thing inside of the tent. At this point, you hear a very soft whisper coming from the coming from the monk.
Yeah, I'll go and listen to him.
He kind of like starts pointing with his hand tied to his back. Starts pointing to his boots, but sandals actually. He's wearing kind of like that Samurai Jack sandals.
Okay.
Do you know the sandals I'm talking about?
I'm Googling.
Yeah. Can I still see the party from here?
You cannot see the party from here. No, they're pretty far away.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Right, okay, I'm gonna look at what he's pointing at.
So you kind of look closely and you see like in between the wooden the wood of the sandals themselves, there seems to be something shiny, easily outcropped and a bit upturned up with its corner coming out from the sandal itself. Seems to be metal.
sharp.
Does it look like it could pull out if I?
You assume so.
I assume so and pull it out.
You pull it out and you pull the blade of a short dagger.
Yeah, and the blade is visible when I do that as well.
Exactly.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, it's the blade of invisibility.
Do you do anything?
There's only one guard there, is there?
Yes, there is only one guard not facing you.
Hey, coup de grace in this game.
Yes, paralyzed creatures.
Oh, they're not unaware, not count.
No, unaware counts
They
as
have to be
surprised.
completely helpless, right?
Completely helpless.
You just get
as super.
advantage. Yeah, if they're unaware, all you can
I'm not
advantage.
gonna be able to fucking kill a dude. I'm not fucking. If I was that dude, I'll fucking.
You're
Shadow.
honorable, Gary, right?
If I was that dude, give mercy to people who are not fucking fighting. When you're fucking fighting people who are gonna fucking torture a man.
Maybe you should give mercy to the monk by handing him the knife to cut his ribs.
I'm just thinking whether I should fucking shank this guy or not. Right? No, I'm gonna.
Shank the monk.
Prison.
Yeah, just get it over and done with. And, no,
He's helpless.
I'm going to slowly cut the monk free.
Okay.
And
You
just
s-
whisper to him beforehand, not to have too much haste. Strong people are in the hut, and they want to break you.
He nods his head and
Let me carry you.
he says in a small whisper, "I'll distract him. When you
Stand
hear
up until the hill.
when you hear me saying sick, wait a couple of seconds and strike him from behind." He says that and he just doesn't wait for a response and kind of like
This
does.
is so
Ah,
good.
ah.
Is this
monk
meta
could-
like?
Chucky,
Are we
let
just
it be known
standing in
that this
front of
monk
the
is
guard
killing
like
himself.
with our hands like just like this still like because this is kind of getting meta I guess, but like are we just standing where we're
What-
standing?
Well,
Well,
you-
I said that
you did-
that Artemis should talk to one of the acolytes wandering around, telling him he wanted to, pay the monk a visit because a friend of his was in the party that captured the monk and didn't make it
Actually,
back.
actually, it would be a good point to jump back to the party. I was gonna do this
Might
after
get
this,
myself
but
killed, yes, that would
let's-
be a
let's-
good
let's-
point
let's-
to jump back, yeah.
let's jump back to the party. So you guys, you've been it's been a couple of minutes since Hinko has left your presence. What are you guys planning to do?
Still with you in solo.
I guess we go up to I'll go up to someone with my hood. We have someone that's just wandering off alone, so not too many eyes, and someone that doesn't look too important.
Well, no one wearing
um,
that hood color is important.
Well, just someone wearing grey robes like myself. And I'd like to ask, say, oh, apparently there was this. I guess I'd actually follow the plan that was already in place, and I'd say, where's the monk being held?
Okay. So you kind of see that that's Kami guy. Oh, he's up there near the tent. Cyanwaf likes to keep his toys fresh, and this acolyte kind of laughs. Still alive for some time, I
I'll
think.
give a
I
bit of a
just
laugh.
whisper kinky.
Oh,
I'm not there. Yes.
But he is seems to be a special interest to Rasmir. Why else would he keep a creature like that alive? What Rasmir hopes to learn from him is anyone's guess, or what's left of him, when the questioning is gonna get serious.
Well, I don't really want to get on his bad side, so I guess I'll just have to leave it at that, and I'll kind of wander off back to.
He nods his head, seemingly agreeing with you. Sorry about that.
That's a new name. We haven't heard that name before.
I'm guessing that's the guy with the nut on his head.
You could have had like a Dr. Evil moment there where just everyone just starts false laughing. Like,
Exactly.
Could have.
that's funny
We
number
could have
one.
also given away our position.
So, in order to rescue the monk, we have to get past those guards.
Can I make a back attack?
Okay, so you got.
I
I mean,
have anything useful? I mean, I guess.
what's your guys' plan? How are we gonna approach this?
So the guards just said we weren't. The guards that we confronted just said we weren't allowed back there. That's all they said.
They didn't say anything. They just barred your way.
Oh.
They overthrew you at completely silent.
Well, what we could do is we could wait for Hinko's return, and then we could maybe steal a key and let the slaves free. And hopefully that will cause enough of a distraction for us to get everyone else free.
Once again, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
You're a bit low Wi-Fi on the volume.
Is this any better?
A lot better, but yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, so steal a key, free the slaves, kind of cause a riot, I suppose. Hopefully they'll be able to escape and not get caught. Make their way back to Greenest, and that should cause enough of a chaos for us to get to.
They're right near the. They're right near the opening, though. I don't think.
Were there more slaves around?
No, they're only
Yeah.
the 8.
No, there's only
around here.
those. There's only those 8 at the beginning.
Oh, okay, only 8. Prison
And they're at the
riots.
other side of the camp. I don't think it will cause enough of a distraction over here.
Well, how many people were there over the other side of the camp? Like
8.
in robes and whatever,
Oh.
other than slaves.
As this around spread around, they're not necessarily there's like 20 here, 30 here. They're kind of spread around, and a number of about close to 200.
I ain't gonna try and fuck with 200 people unless I can just like go back attack, back attack, back attack, and they're just like we're like blah blah. Some Assassin's Creed shit.
Oh, your
Okay.
camp froze in a very hilarious position. Okay, so you guys just stand around and you attempt any more conversation with the other members of the camp? Artemis?
You think if we switched into the purple robes, they'd let us by?
Okay. Camps have completely frozen for me on all of you, so I'm gonna recall the call real fast.
Okay.
How fast?
Okay.
So let's see if we can get this going again. Okay, why is this not going? Skype is unavailable. What? Video is okay. Video is working now.
Oh, Chucky, take fucking call out of the call.
One. Justin, can you turn on your cam and Gary as well? Let's see if
Chucky,
they're frozen anymore.
It's on.
Chucky,
It's
you
on.
have.
I have a Romanian internet has landed. Okay,
Yes.
so
Would you like international aid from one of us?
Yeah, I think you're gonna
Please.
need some international aid.
I mean, I'm. Do you guys hear me okay on
That's
stream?
actually better. It's actually
It's
better. now.
okay.
Yeah, I have
You did
no.
really have robot voice to start off with, so.
Okay, good. Justin and Gary, can you turn up your cams, please?
They are on.
They are on.
What?
Flash!
They are on.
Ah! I'm back on.
Savior of
The
the
miracle.
universe.
Justin, can you turn
I
it
can't see.
down and turn it up again, please?
Turn it
It's
down and then
Skype.
just pick the
Oh,
bass
okay,
back up.
good. Pick the bass back. Oh, completely great. Okay, so
Hallelujah,
let's just
praise the Lord.
let's
we are
just
not worthy.
jump-
That's sarcasm.
let's just jump right into it. So Artemis, do you attempt any more conversation with the people in camp?
Not unless someone else suggests. No, full conversation, because I'm blank right now.
We should try and find a spot where we can change cloaks and see if the purple cloaks will get us past the guards.
What about this place? Wait, where is it on the map? Over there. We're here.
Okay, so you guys do nothing besides just waiting around and see what's happening?
I kind of just gestured to Hinko to where Hinko maybe I don't fucking know.
You told me to go away. You know I'm not there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're not back yet. Played.
Is there like,
Too
hey
bad.
Chucky, is there like a dark corner that no one's in and no one's looking at?
I
Yeah.
mean, it seems like people are completely not moving towards the cave at all. Even the back of this hut right here seem to be all of them. None of the accepted or the acolytes, just dragon claws and high-ranking officers, and seemingly the leaders of the mercenary bands. Behind in here, where Isa is spawning, there are not that many people, but there are actually a lot of kobolds.
Nope,
Okay, well, we don't want to go back there. We just want to find a dark corner where we can change into the purple robes instead of the gray
It's
ones.
the cobalt farm.
So
Where they're growing.
is that just?
You can easily find you can like try and find a hut that's kind of free.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, good. So you find the hut. It takes you a couple of minutes just because it's late at night and everybody kind of settles in their huts. But you do find a couple of huts that are free. You seemingly imagine that these are the people you killed.
And I
That's
guess we just go to
convenient.
sleep.
I'm okay with that.
We just go to sleep, right, guys? Long rest.
You change into the purple cloaks and try and go back and see if the guards will let the purple cloaks through.
Okay. They stop you again, but this time they ask, "What is your business?" In a very deep voice, one of the guys says. Artemis, I think this is your cue.
Yeah, I let Artemis take that.
Holy shit.
Well met!
We heard there was a prisoner here.
The guard nods, and
Do we not get to know about such things?
not unless Resmir or Monath invite you here.
I kind of just like recoil back a tiny bit at the mention of those two names.
You're a high-ranking officer, and then just bluff your way through.
These guys are probably outranking me.
I think you
They're
have no
mercenaries.
business. Yeah, I
They're
think
just
you
hired
have
thugs.
no business here, Dragonclaw. I suggest you turn back to the camp and join the festivities. Rasmir or Mordar will ask for you if you are needed. Should I leave any names?
I speak up. I speak up, and I'm like, my friend here had a friend in the group of the group that acquired the monk, and his friend didn't make it back. He just wants to say hi to the monk for a few minutes, if you know what I mean.
The corner of his mouth quivers into a smile, and he looks at the other guard, and he kind of turns around, seemingly just not looking at your direction. And I'd like you to do me a persuasion roll.
Yeah, and I palm a gold piece, and I do the sign that says, "If you understand what I mean."
You do this,
That's a
and then you go.
Awesome, and I'm gonna give you an advantage to
One
that.
thing, one thing, dang.
That's way better. 1 minus 2. It's an 11.
It's an 11. Okay, this guy is. Let's see.
Oh, no, wait. I lied. That's a 13. My charisma is 10 into 6.
Okay, this guy is Okay, only your friend though, for 5 minutes. I can't risk any more.
That's all I need, and I handed him the palmed gold piece.
He takes the gold piece, tucks it into his belt, and then allows whichever you pointed out to be the friend.
I was pointing at Artemis. That's why his was like,
So
he was bad at talking.
Artemis, you are allowed through. The guard grabs your hand as you go through and says, 5 minutes.
I kind of give him this smile. I'm like, all I'll need.
Okay, so
Okay,
while
so-
while he's going away, Just like there's still festivities like in the whole camp, right? Like
Yes,
the line is just.
There are fires. They are drinking. They are eating.
How many
I'm
people are
just,
watching these guys?
there's
There's
no one.
something weird. You guys have noticed. No root.
Okay, give it to us.
No root. Nowhere.
No what?
Not the
No
dragon claws. Not the acolytes. No treasures. None of them possessed anything.
So what are we doing here then? Jesus Christ, Tricky!
Oh, damn,
No-
they're all in that really inconspicuous cave. Hey,
Where's the
no.
fucking
None-
castle sword?
None of them had anything to point out that they had just raided a decently sized town.
So, do I see the cave now? Since I'm past it.
As you move up, yes, you do see the cave, and at this point, you see the guard kind of turning around to this rashed monk that's kind of like grunting, and he's moving towards the monk. You are about 50 feet behind. Jumping back now to
Wait,
Henko,
who's
but
looking?
you are
The
50
monk?
feet from the guard as he turns around and starts moving towards the monk.
You said I couldn't see them.
Oh, thing has changed.
Oh, sorry, a great big plot hole opens inside of the place that I can't see, and I see the
Yes.
guard towards me
Exactly.
with Artemis.
Well,
inside of
you
it.
couldn't see them because they changed cloaks, so you didn't know it was them.
So you see a purple cloak approaching. You don't necessarily know it's Artemis.
Yeah, you have no idea it's Artemis. You have no idea that they
They were
changed.
stood next to them guards. Don't you get out with your trickery. They were stood next to them fucking guards before they moved.
Okay, so he starts moving, and this guy just nods. I don't feel that good, and the guy kind of smiles at him and says, "Oh, now are we wounded? Oh, I'm sure Cyanolaf will take good care of you. I feel kind of sick." And then he just, like, his hands quivers when pulsing with muscle. He punches the guy straight here, in the chest.
Is this the guard that approached?
Yes, the guy that approached.
Right, then obviously I'd be going for the other guard.
No, this is the only one guard because the other one went inside of the
Said
tent.
there was one outside the tent.
One outside the tent. This is the guy. I actually put him in the map itself. As I
Yeah,
said,
but
he
This
turned
thing was
around.
50 feet away.
No. I said Artemis was 50 feet away from the guard.
But the guard walked over with him.
No, not that guard.
No. No,
What?
there's two guards
You're
that
being
are holding
confused.
they are keeping people from getting in the area. There's one guard next to the
Yeah.
pole guarding the monk
Yeah.
specifically.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
but the
monk is
monk-
punching that guard.
Yes.
He said there's only one guard.
Yes, there's one guard guarding the monk. The monk is now punching him.
Oh, so that other guard isn't here yet.
No, none of the two guys. They're about like 60, 70 feet down. They're not that close. They're keeping the whole camp out of this kind of like a big area. The line I drew down.
Right, then I guess I'd attack this guy from behind them.
Just give me 1 second to show to tell you what happens. So like he attacks this guy, and the guy like and just like he completely like falls over, like utterly stunned. He's not even moving. So go on,
Surprise.
go on, Henko.
Don't attack.
Can I knock him unconscious?
He is stunned right now. So
You are
just-
invisible.
let me make sure you have advantage, but I think stunned creatures you get an auto hit on them. You just make sure to not fuck this up because this might come up in the future.
Yeah, they're incapacitated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So you can auto critical him.
No, he can't.
Well,
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage for stunned.
No, just advantage. So they're not paralyzed. They don't count as helpless.
That's weird.
Well, still you get your advantage,
You have advantage for being invisible anyways.
and you have
No,
advantage
wait.
from. him
Okay,
being
okay.
close.
This is weird. It
Okay.
says stunned. The creature's incapacitated. See condition. Unconscious creatures are incapacitated. See condition. Oh, so they're both incapacitated, but there's different effects. That's really strange.
Yeah. So this guy is stunned. He is.
Okay.
He doesn't have any action, anything. He seems pretty wounded, and he's now on the ground prone. So, Henko, feel free.
Yeah, so I basically want to attack him in a manner that's going to knock him unconscious in the head.
So you're
Yes.
gonna lose your invisibility on purpose?
Wait, the guy said to attack him, so yeah.
Do what you want.
Okay.
I was planning to. Thank you very much, my dear.
Okay. So he punches this guy. You attack. You attack roll. You have you would have like by the rules a double advantage here, but it doesn't really do anything. So you just have an advantage. Another one.
Thank God I've got advantage.
Well, that's a
Yes.
miss.
And that's a hit. You just hit this guy straight, crack him in the face. Roll your damage. And that is enough damage
Release the crack.
to kill him.
That's nunchaku. Hoodah!
Eat it.
The monk slumps to the ground and that took most of my strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag
His eyes go wide at you. What is this trickery?
I told you I'm friend. Quiet. I'm gonna drag him off into the darkness.
Right, please.
He shakes his head. Friends,
No, I wasn't asking him if I was gonna drag him off. I'm gonna drag him off into the darkness.
Okay. So
Not like, but just underarm. He said he felt the floor. I'm gonna get him behind his back while he's arguing, and I'm gonna try and drag him off
So
into the darkness.
that's one combat round. What's Icy do?
I see. Like you see this, and you get within 20 feet of the situation. Do you react anyway?
If I get within 20 feet, I would like to cast a illusion.
Go on.
I guess an illusion on.
Well, you can get closer than that actually, because you could use your bonus action to dash with your class feature.
This whole thing is just completely bizarre, by the way. When you said I was in the middle of a fucking place, and I could see nobody around me because it was so dark, to all of a sudden somebody's walked fucking 30 feet and they can see everything.
That's how it goes. Because this
Yes,
is lower.
it usually is how it goes, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of the terrain itself, as I mentioned. It gets lower and lower as you go south.
And changes as the time goes on.
Okay. So go on, Otemis. What do you do?
Is that all it is? What is? No, I don't think I can do that actually.
Hang on, did I manage to successfully drag him off into the darkness and all?
You're dragging him. Yeah, he doesn't oppose you. He doesn't have the strength to oppose you.
Yeah.
But I want to see what Artemis is doing. So Artemis, can you be ever so kind?
And then ultimately they see nothing though. Because there's no light.
There was completely no sound from that. There was no sound whatsoever.
So do I?
Sorry, can you repeat that? You cut out a bit.
Do I see it?
Yes, you see it. I mean, you were looking straight at it. If somebody else was looking at it, they might have seen it, but there doesn't seem to be anyone in the vicinity.
Okay, so like no one can see me or anything at the moment.
Doesn't seem so.
Stuff like it. I guess I should just kind of like take off my hood and go to where I'll just dash to.
Okay, so you dash to Hinker, your friend, and he's dashing this. He's carrying this monk, and the monk says, "Friends with Dragonborn and Dragon Claws? Oh, this is new."
I say I'm friend, not foe. This is a disguise.
And you've just brought a fucking guard over with you. Well done.
Me? No one's watching me.
Yeah, he's fine.
No one's.
The guard was walking over with him.
No.
No.
Then which guard was walking?
No.
Which guard walked fucking 50 feet?
You're
No.
confused.
There was no guard. There was no guard.
guard.
Just accept the fact that there was no guard.
No, there was a guard there, and then you said that with him, and one of the guards walked over with him towards the monk.
I don't remember that.
No, he
No?
let him pass. Let him pass. The guard didn't go with him. The guard just let him pass.
I'm pretty fucking sure you said a guard walked over with him.
No.
Nope, never said that.
So then why when I'm saying can the other people see me, he's saying he's 50 feet away if the fucking guard isn't there?
Because Artemis is 50 feet away from you.
But then why, when I asked how far away is the guard, did you say fucking 50 feet? When
You
he did
know,
not,
He said the
but he
guard
had
is right
to.
next to you. He said the guard is right next to you. That's exactly what he said. The
That-
guard guarding the monk that has been standing next to the pole the whole time is right next to the monk. That's what he said.
Dude, this is
Michael.
beneficial to us, man. Don't fight it. Don't fight it, man.
But no, I just don't understand how if you can't see the monk because the monk's in darkness, you can walk towards the monk without somebody guarding you. That's what I don't understand.
No, the guard down here, the one that let Artemis pass, kind of go, and there was only one direction to go.
Yeah, but you
Towards
said that
the-
I can't see anyone from here.
You couldn't see anyone from there because as I said, the land is going down. So like
Yeah.
looking up from that position, you couldn't see anybody coming up, but the
Elevated.
guards. Yeah. So the it's elevated as you go north. So this is south, as you see on the map. North is up. So this is like kind of like south. And as I said, as you go down into this valley, the land gets lower and lower. So from your point of view, right there, eyesight was an advantage point for you. Get it? So he would be easier to see you than you him. And the only person you saw was the monk and the guard just standing like 10 feet above, looking. Anything else needs clarifying?
I'm just texting my lawyer. Sorry, yes.
Okay, good. So, Artemis, do you cast any spell in the end?
Yeah.
Does he see them engaging in
Okay.
combat?
I know
Yeah.
this is really anticlimactic, but can we have our hourly break now? Just my friend's literally outside. He just needs me for 5 minutes.
No problem. We are actually just 5 minutes
Yeah,
of break.
it's pretty much about the right time. Just he's literally outside.
Yeah, exactly. So let's take
He's
let's
got
take
the law book with him. We'll sort this out.
let's take a small break over here, guys, and we'll see you in about 3 to 5 minutes with even more Hoard of the Dragon Queen.